So this is the 2022 Geely Coolray Sport Limited. I cannot say how much I am excited to review this car. I have always wanted to drive a Geely Coolray, and yet alone, this is not a Coolray Sport. This is a Coolray Sport Limited. There will be only 1,000 units here in the Philippines. You still have the red accents here around the grille. Very nice. I would say it's a very youthful looking crossover. It kind of suits what I like in a crossover. Also, being the Limited, you have black wheels. Still the same carbon fiber accents on the side mirrors. Your roof rail. You have the floating roof design. It's black. Chrome around here, the windows, just very few cladding. It's not, as I like in the Okavango, it's not too much, just the right amount. And being the Coolray Sport Limited, this is its new party piece. Unlike the Coolray Sport, you have an electronic tailgate. Yeah, I will just be honest, it will sometimes just a bit noisy, but at least it's still good to have. So ground clearance, by the way, of the Coolray Sport Limited and the Coolray Sports, it's the same 196 millimeters, just 2 millimeters more than the Okavango Urban Plus that I just driven earlier. You have your LED lights here. I like this carbon splitter, a carbon-ish splitter. It's very nice. It kind of suits this design. So I would say this is kind of like a baby Volvo XC40. I'm very impressed. Also, when I first saw this, of course, we still had the Chinese stigma at that time. I said, when I first saw this does not look like a Chinese car at all. And the quality, interior fit and finish, like the Okavango and actually all the current Geely models are splendid, I will have to say. And unlike the other models, Azkarra and the Okavango Urban Plus, you have a third brake light here, kind of like Formula 1. And you have a quad exhaust pipe. That is pretty unique for this segment. So let's look at it one more time. I can't wait to show you all my driving impressions in this. I am very, very impressed. And right now, let's go to the interior. So this is the interior of the Geely Coolray Sport Limited. Lower that down so you can hear me. I am very, very impressed. Look at that. Red here, just very few plastics. These are still squeegee material with silver lining. Look at that. It feels so premium in here. Even the door handle, look at that. Look how that's designed. That's so good. Just this is squeegee, this is plastic. Okay, do you have red stitching here on the leather? This is softer than the Okavango that I driven earlier. So here in your center console, it's silver lining. Buttons here, your parking sensors. I will not demo this, by the way, the parking assist. You have your 360-degree camera here. And it's so crisp. Look at that. Same as the Okavango, but I think this one's just a little bit better. And also like the Okavango. Wow, look at, oh, this one's really responsive. Look at that. Oh, wow. I told you guys before, I'm not much of a tech dude, but when it's here, it's nice to have. And this one is really, really nice to have. Even can choose where you want to look at. Rear side view, front side view. the rear and the front. And also like in the Okavango Urban Plus that I've driven earlier, so it will shut off around 20 to 30 kilometers per hour to avoid any distractions. Also, I didn't mention this also in the Okavango Urban Plus. This has an SD card which is around here below in the passenger seat. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's right under here. You have two card slots here, a short one and then a long one. Your cup holders have plastic grips. This is not soft plastic, this is hard plastic, so 1 liter bottle just it's alright. And here you have your physical buttons for the climate control, and my phone just fits in this wireless charging pad. So here for your infotainment system, same as the Okavango. If you just want to turn it off, just only the clock will be left on. And this is your volume controls. I won't demo it because of copyright reasons. This is how you adjust for the digital cluster. Just press this first and then go whatever setting you like. Your mute button, your home button, and here on the left side your cruise control settings. And like in the Okavango, I will not demo it. And up here you still have that panoramic sunroof. This is how you control it. And I didn't demo this in the Okavango, but opening the panoramic sunroof itself, yeah, it will take a while, but look, yeah, still nice. Also, I didn't mention this on Okavango Urban Plus, so in case your hands are stuck here like that and it's closing, it has also an anti-trapping feature. Don't worry about your hands getting eaten by the panoramic sunroof. Also, like in the Okavango Urban Plus, this still has blank buttons. Just something I noticed. So visors, same with the passenger. There's a vanity mirror with the light. Hello. No, but nice material, I would say, up in the ceiling and in the visor. Nice soft cloth. So it's a hard leather, but it's still soft enough with the red accent, red stitching, and then S logo. You know, Geely's ticking all my boxes, especially this Coolray. Because the Okavango might be too big for our garage. The Azkarra just might fit, but this Coolray Sport Limited, or the normal Coolray Sport itself, this one ticks all my boxes. There's paddle shifters as well. No, I'm not considering this car. I am shortlisting this car if I have the money. I would buy 1 liter straight away. I'm calling it already. There's nothing bad in here literally. In my opinion, there's nothing bad with this Coolray. Even when driving it, it's perfect. So go back to the review. So here's under your central glove box. It's still red with red stitching. Well, I won't say red, but more of maroon. So underneath here, still the same. It's short, but it's deep enough. And also here on the left side, your electronic stability control, adjustments for the lights, 2 more card holders here. So design of the air conditioning vents different now, just more of a conventional style. I like even they designed the hazard light perfectly with the air conditioning vent. That's so cool. Also glove box. Okay, that's small. That's only fitting your manual and the face shield. That is small. And underneath the center console, you have a small cubby space here. Don't know what you put it, but it's much smaller than unlike in the Okavango. But you still have a 12-volt socket and a USB port. So with that here in the front, I will show you the second row. So here in the second row of the Geely Coolray Sport. Why am I saying second row? This doesn't have a third row anyway. So that's my driving position. Look at that. Wow, everything's so good in this. Look, even headroom. Okay, I'll sit upright. Just enough, but this one, look at that. Wow. Unlike Chinese car brands, they're hard plastic. This one's still leather. So you have seat pockets on either side. Also, somewhat same finish here. The door handle, this is so cool. Just a little bit more plastic now on the door, but it's fine. Now you have 1 bottle holder and a small cubby space on either side. And also here in the middle, no air conditioning vents since this is a subcompact crossover. You have 1 USB port and a very big cubby space here. I know that a phone will definitely fit there. And also same seating material here. It's black with the red, maroon leather, the maroon stitching as well. So if I sit here in the middle, perfect. Even the transmission tunnel, it's only minimal, so it's not even in the way that much, so you can sit properly here. Wow. And Unlike in the Okavango, since it has a 30-30-33 setup, this has no central armrest, but it accommodates a third passenger. This has a central armrest. This is how you pull it. Yeah, it's small, but it's enough. With 2 cup holders, also enough. Yeah, even this is so soft. This is so impressive. Other toys here, coat hanger and lights on either side. So with that, I will show you the boot space. Boot space is 330 liters of space, which doubles if you fold the seats down. Also, you have a tonneau cover here. So just a good amount of space, I must say. So 12-volt socket here on the left and 1 light only at this side. Yeah, but you have net storages on either side. And there are actually tethering points as well on either side. So that's cool. So your spare wheel is actually under here. It's a space saver tire. If I can get it, there you are. But it's still pretty practical even though this is a subcompact crossover. So with that, I'll show you the engine. So this is the engine of the Geely Coolray Sport Limited. It's a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with 177 horsepower and 255 Newton meters of torque, mated to a 7-speed wet dual clutch transmission like all Geelys, same transmission throughout the lineup. And now you see there is more plastic here. This is to absorb heat and vibration from the 3-cylinder engine. As you can see, it is shuddering, but this is a common characteristic with 3 cylinders. Also, 0 to 100 kph is done in 7.9 seconds. That is freaking fast, and this is one of the fastest subcompact crossovers in its class, okay? And also, not much people mention this, but if you get the Coolray Comfort, the entry-level Coolray, it is one of the fastest sub 1 million peso cars you can buy. So I cannot wait to show you on how this thing drives. I am very excited as well. And I would say it's unbelievable to drive. With that, let's go for a drive. So driving the Geely Coolray Sport Limited. When I drove it here, it's so freaking good. Probably one of the best subcompact crossovers I've ever driven, hands down. It ticks all my boxes. It's fast, it's fuel efficient enough, it's practical enough. The ground clearance is also pretty generous for this size. Hold on a minute. So I'm in eco mode for now. There's just slight hesitation with eco, but holy jeez. The 360-degree cameras, around 20 to 30 kph, it will automatically shut off, but still very handy. So even like in the, just for comparison only, like JR's JAC Refine S7, the cameras will activate when I turn left or right, but also the same function, 20 to 30 kph, it will automatically turn off. So it's still handy. Even though it's a subcompact crossover, it's still nice to have. It's even detecting my side that I'm gonna hit the curb on the left, on the inside lane. I'm just close, I'm not hitting it. This is not my car, I don't want to scrape it. So let's try sport. What the heck is this car? Wow! Sport mode is on another level. I see why everyone who test drove is almost want one already. That's the sensor. I would say it's a little bit more sensitive than the Okavango, I must say. Even when someone was walking in front, only in the pedestrian lane, something's in front of the car. Is that a dog? Anyway, the steering wheel, yeah, it's somewhat same feeling with the Okavango. It's very light, but there's still enough feel with it. From the competition, yeah, this is probably the one of the best. So yeah, just driving around the city, heavy traffic. Okay, just sport mode might be too sudden for some of the power, but in eco mode, hesitates just ever so slightly. And it's a very relaxing car to drive. Also, NVH is perfect. Literally perfect. And yeah, you can hear a bit of tire noise. So right now, sport mode. Oh, okay. It just wants to go. If you're in sport mode, it just really wants to go. a second delay. Oh! Wow! Despite being in manual mode, it will still automatically upshift. Still nice to have paddles, so in case you just want to go on a high gear, on a up incline, yeah, these are still pretty nice to have, the paddle shifters. But I would leave it in automatic and sport mode all the way. But yeah, handling is great. Little bit of babadling, but I won't say it's too bad. It just wants to go, I swear, it just wants to go. Eco mode, look, just a little bit delay. Wow, just wow. You can still hear about that turbo whistle. That's so funny. Yeah, sport mode just wants to keep on going, I will say. And also over humps and bumps, I would say this is pretty fantastic as well. The ride sometimes will be a bit too firm for some, but for me this is so comfortable. I want one so badly now. This thing is amazing. And also fuel consumption meter. I don't know why the Okavango wasn't displaying its fuel consumption reading. Anyway, average fuel consumption only of what I've been doing is 6.3 kilometers per liter. But take note of the driving conditions. It's 34 degrees Celsius outside. Yes, it's so hot. And note, I'm heavy-footed most of the time. But given that fuel consumption reading, that is almost as close as the JAC of JR, the refined S7, 6.6, this one 6.3. But yet again, this is just ever so slightly powerful than that car. Oh my god, it's so amazing. I know I'm lost for words for this car. It's also the first time I'm driving a Coolray as well. Oh my god, I'm fanboying so much. Very sorry, because I've been very excited to drive this car since I drove the Okavango. Now I've yet to drive the Azkarra. I know that's pretty insane as well. I forgot. I keep forgetting that, but anyway, I know the Azkarra has a hybrid system. This one hasn't, but since this is a way lighter crossover, this is the sportier choice for buyers like me. Actually, I would say, I know this is a cool review, but that car is underrated, so I can't wait to drive that. This car is so perfect, like, great infotainment, cameras are excellent, the ride's excellent, the engine power is excellent, everything is perfect with this car. The only thing I don't like, I can't afford it. That is it. That is literally it. Wow. Even the handling's perfect. What the heck? Just slightly heavier only when you put it in sport. What I noticed only. I'll be honest, I don't want to stop driving this car. Holy shoot. Oh. Yeah, the transmission in manual mode actually is not. It's actually alright. I'm in sport mode, by the way. Yeah, just a bit more noticeable the delay when you're in eco mode. But sport mode, manual mode is perfect. I know some reviews say there's a bit of a delay. I don't see anything wrong with the transmission. The only thing I noticed is sudden the power when you're in sport mode on a standstill, as demoed earlier. That's the only thing I noticed. Yeah, this is hands down the best subcompact crossover I've ever driven. Hands down. And it can off-road. What the heck? Big hump? Easy. There is nothing like this car. Sensors are just a bit too sensitive. Or I'm not sure if it's just this test here. Just something I noticed. I don't want to stop. I will return this to Geely Fairview. This thing's amazing. Also, brakes still a bit longer travel than the Okavango, but I would say it's still a pretty strong brakes. Of course, I haven't driven the Azkarra yet, but from the Okavango and this one, it's a perfect two-car garage. Like one for the family and then one for myself. The Azkarra, I'll judge that when I get to drive one soon. I'm lost. So that concludes my review of the Geely Coolray Sport Limited. I will say it again. One of the best subcompact crossovers I've ever driven. Hands down. That concludes my review. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And I will see you with more future car reviews. And the Azkarra coming soon. And I know this is a bit longer out there, but I have so much exciting stuff coming this month of November. I cannot wait to show you all. Everything's aligning right now. Like, driving this alone means so much to me. And the upcoming cars as well. This is definitely worth it. Bye-bye.